Good evening. In the presence of God, every breath that we take is deliverance. In the presence of God, every day, good or bad, belongs. In the presence of God, every wound is healing. In the presence of God, no failed journey is wrong. In the presence of God, every life has great meaning and purpose. In the presence of God, every door that is closed is good. In the presence of God, every pain is soothing. In the presence of God, everything is understood. So come to us now, Spirit of God, open our hearts. May we know your presence with us now. In the presence of God, all that was lost is recovered. In the presence of God, all that was broken restores. In the presence of God, all that was torn is mending. In the presence of God, every ill is cured. So come to us now, Spirit of God, open our hearts. May we know your presence. So come to us now, Spirit of God, open our hearts. May we know your presence with us now. Good evening, my friends. It is Wednesday. It's just over the halfway point, roughly, in the season of Lent, and I've pulled a couple of songs out of the attic for this evening. This is a song that comes from a record called A Hand to Hold. It's a real simple concept that no matter where we are, if we think we're looking for the light, the great news is that the light is looking for us more so than we are looking for the light. We don't have to chase after it. If we will stand still, if we will ask for the presence of God to be with us, the light will find us. I walk in the darkness, yet the walking sets me free. For I believe the light finds me. Though the breezes in Death Valley loudly whisper my defeat, I believe the light finds me. Here's a list of what pursues me, warmth and shade to cool me, goodness that won't fool me, mercy sent to rule me, dark nights to get my soul back, a hammer so my heart cracks, open to these real acts of love, so nothing I lack. I will fear no evil, though it speaks convincingly, for I believe the light finds me. The adversary's fortress cannot cuff my hands or feet, for I believe the light finds me. Here's a list of gifts that make me a hand to hold and take me to where no one lives to hate me, no thought could denigrate me, jars of blessed oil to drown my senseless toil, a banquet flowing spoils of surrender's healing joy. Here's a list of what pursues me, warmth and shade to cool me, goodness that won't fool me, mercy sent to rule me, dark nights to get my soul back, a hammer so my heart cracks, open to these real acts of love, so nothing I lack. There are days on which I work and work to be complete, like it's up to me. But I will keep on walking, for the better me believes that the light finds me, that the light finds me. I believe the light finds me. We sang a concert live last Thursday night. It was the night after last Wednesday's Lenten Mission Night on Facebook right here at St. Mark Catholic Church. We had a really wonderful group of people come, about 350 people or so. They were socially distanced in this big cavernous church. Holds 1,500 people, but they limited it so that we could sit safely and so forth. And we did a song there, a song that I wrote when I walked on the Camino about 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago now. It's a theme that recurs in my life, perhaps in your life. It's a theme that we're called in the season of Lent to adopt, to embrace, and that is to find some sense of stillness, some sense of peace, right? This is about the antithesis, the other side of it. It's about restlessness. I call it the St. Augustine song because of that famous, there are many famous quotes of St. Augustine, but this one I love. Our hearts are restless until they rest in thee, right? So if you're in a restless place, you're in the perfect season to give that over, to surrender that over to the Spirit of God. St. Augustine, come to me. Won't you tell me where and when all the restlessness will end? Tears of sorrow, tears of joy, the difference I might comprehend if the restlessness would end. I get these little heart attacks, they happen every day, and everything inside reacts, and then I lose my way, my way. If I could ponder who I'll be instead of all that I have been, then the restlessness might end. Have I treated someone poor? Are there fences I could mend for the restlessness to end? I get these little heart attacks and I can barely breathe, and everything inside reacts, and I just want to leave, just leave. These little heart attacks, they happen every day, and everything inside reacts, and then I lose my way. I get these little heart attacks, and I can barely breathe, and everything inside reacts, and I just want to leave, just leave. St. Augustine, I can't see what the devil's got on me. Will there ever be a when all the restlessness might end? So the scripture I chose from this week in the season of Lent actually is the Psalm 137 from this Sunday's readings. This is about not forgetting where we came from. This is about celebrating our history and those on whose shoulders we stand on. Not just people, but concepts and so forth. This is actually where the Hebrews are in, the Israelites are in Babylonian captivity. And the way the story goes is that their captors, right, the soldiers standing around them, ask them to sing their songs of their homeland, right, homeland Zion. What they wanted to do was mock them, right, because they wanted them to understand that the Babylonians, who had many, many gods, right, were way more important, way better, way far superior to these Israelites who only had this one God, right? One? Really? Right? So they wanted them to sing so they could mock them. And the Israelites, as it goes, did not want to sing to give them a reason to laugh, right? But at the same time, in their hearts, they did want to sing of their great homeland. They wanted to sing of the day when they would get back. They were lamenting the fact that they had hung their hearts up in the trees, right? Their guitars were laid to rest. Their pianos were set aside, if you will. So here we go. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. By the streams of Babylon we sat and we wept when we remembered Zion. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. For there our captors asked of us the lyrics of our songs, and our despoilers urged us to be joyous. Sing for us the songs of Zion, they would say. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. How could we sing a song of the Lord in this foreign land, for these foreign people, for our captors? If I forget you, Jerusalem, may my right hand be forgotten. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. May my tongue cleave to my palate if I remember you not, if I place not Jerusalem ahead of my joy. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. Now, what they were saying, as it goes, was they didn't want to sing to give their captors a reason to mock them, to laugh at them, to bully them, to beat them, right? But they did in their hearts want to sing. They wanted to remember their past. So how do we morph that, right? Maybe it's to think about what we're held captive by, right? Babylonian captivity, thousands of years ago sounds so far and foreign, but maybe it's not so far away that we think about, what is our Babylon? Who is standing guard? Who is mocking at us? Who is asking us or demanding of us that we sing a song of our past, of our family, of our ancestors, of the good things that happen in our life, for those people who made a difference in our life, right? Some would have you say that you created you, all of you, that you're responsible, you're self-made, right? That's a Western thought, right? But the truth is, we are made by so many who come before us. So think about this, just maybe. Think about a person you haven't thought of, phoned, called, texted, sent a Facebook message to, written a handwritten letter and put a stamp on it and sent to them. Think about somebody whose shoulders you stand on. For the Israelites, they're thinking about Zion. They're thinking about their homeland, right? They're thinking about Israel, and they're not there. Think about who it is that made you part of who you are. Get in touch with them. Send them a note. Say a prayer for them. Light a candle in their honor. You pick it. You know what you need to do to remember them. On the other side, on the flip side of this, you could also do this simple exercise, and that is think about who in your past that perhaps you owe a phone call to. Maybe somebody you've forgotten. I've been thinking about this week, friends and loved ones that I ought to call, but I haven't. I thought this morning about this time that one of my daughters, when she was very small, would not leave me be. I had to send some note. I had to do some phone call, something I don't even remember, which I thought was really, really important in the moment, right? But I look back and I can't even tell you what it was. The real important thing in that moment was that my daughter wanted my attention, and I didn't give it to her. So I owe her a phone call to say, I remember this moment, and I'm sorry. Is that going to change the past? No. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll release the past from me. Maybe reaching out to somebody with mercy, with a piece of forgiveness. Maybe reaching out to somebody with a dozen roses, right? Don't go crazy. But think about what it will do for your heart to free you from the Babylonian captivity. Think of what it'll do for that person to do a simple outreach. Reach out to them. I don't want to have to see that person and my tongue be silenced when I see them, like, oh, I should have called them. Because I've had my tongue silenced, and the person doing the silencing is me for what I know I should have done that I forgot to. Don't let your own tongue be silenced. Don't let your tongue be cleaved to your palate, right? Reach out to somebody. It'll bring you a lot of joy. That's a simple segue into the song, which is about that very thing. It is such a joyful thing when you do a simple outreach. It frees you, it frees them. Don't miss it when joy comes to your door. Sometimes when I think of how I spend my precious time, I shudder at what I have made important. I fear that I have traded nows for afters and befores, and that I have missed the moments when joy comes to my door. I marvel so much at the prizes this world has to offer that I've let them borrow, almost steal my purpose. The emptiness I find inside them chills me to the core and makes me long for moments when joy comes to my door. Heaven hold me, heaven mold me, be the gift I seek. Absence leave me, make no room with every breath I breathe. Lift me past pursuit of things that won't last evermore. Give me patient presence when joy comes to my door. See the children laughing as they play without a care. These are the ones from whom I learned my lesson. You see, tomorrow doesn't matter and yesterday's no more. So they never miss a moment when joy comes to their door. See them dancing, smiling, prancing, round the world they roam. Nothing owns them, sorrow cannot in them make a home. They live outside, pursuit of things that won't last evermore. Joy resides and freely flies right through their open door. So take a walk through your fine life and name what you are searching. And if it isn't joy, I beg, discard it. Seek the peace that knows your soul, purposeful and pure, and never miss the moment when joy comes to your door. Never miss a moment when joy comes to your door. Take my heart, take my heart, take my heart, make me what you will, and take my hands, take to you. Take my time. Take my time. Take my time. Make me what you will. And take my life. Take my life. Take my life. Make me what you will. Make me what you will. Make me what you will. Be still, my love. Know that I am God. Be still, my love. Know that I am God. The mountains shake, the waters roar, the valleys tremble with fear, and yet our strength, our refuge sure, whispers in our ear. Be still, my love. Know that I am God. Be still, my love. Know that I am God. Though nations fight, though kingdoms fall, though spiteful hearts will harm, your mercy holds us. We hear you call. We linger in your resting arms as you say, be still, my love. Know that I am God. Be still, my love. Know that I am God. Behold the works our Lord has done to change these hearts of stone. Oh, God breaks our arrows, God breaks our bows. God calls us chosen, calls us God's own. Be still, my love. Know that I am God. Be still, my love. Know that I am God. Thank you for joining us tonight.